I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
At Benny's, we have tiles to match any decor, whether it's classic, modern, or bold. Visit a Benny's store near you to meet with a sales representative that will assist you in calculating and selecting the right tiles for your floors and walls. Choose from our vast assortment of colors, textures, styles, and finishes. The perfect tile for every space at a price that can't be beat. Whether you're renovating your kitchen or finishing your ideal office space, Benny's Tile Gallery has it all. Benny's, quality and savings.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, GLB to acquire hydropower plants and BEL shares from Fortis Inc. PM addresses BWOS's 20% increase in water prices for 2026. Duo formerly convicted of double murder appeals their case to the court. And are indigenous groups in Belize accessing higher education? And Madam Speaker Valerie Woods completes cancer treatment in the U.S. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome to Plus News for Thursday, October 16th. I am Nevia Ramos. The government of Belize is gearing up to purchase Fortis Inc.'s electricity sector assets in Belize, including Fortis's 3 hydropower plants. Tomorrow, the Prime Minister will announce the move during the sitting of the House of Representatives. The Prime Minister will table a bill seeking parliamentary authorization to acquire Fortis Belize's 3 hydropower plants: the 25-megawatt Molojon plant, 7 MW Chalilo plant and reservoir, and 19 MW Vaca plant, all located on the McCall River. The bill will also authorize the acquisition of Fortis's 33.3% shareholding in Belize Electricity Limited. The 3 facilities commissioned between 1996 and 2010 supply more than 1/3 of the nation's annual electricity demand. The government plans to finance the acquisitions through a special budgetary appropriation, with completion expected by November 15, 2025. A secondary domestic offering of equity and debt will later be launched to recover the initial costs. According to the PM, the deal came about because Fortis was planning to sell the assets to a company in Honduras. So the government of Belize stepped in to keep it in the country.
In May of this year, Fortis, the Vice President, see me along with the potential new owner. In May of this year, Fortis, the Vice President, came to see me along with the potential new owner. They were planning to sell Fortis Belize to a company out of Honduras. And after that meeting, I called privately the Vice President. I said that I'm disappointed that the company would not talk to us first about the ownership before they go and sell to another company, to another group. He did apologize, but also made the point that they, whilst it is part of their strategy to move out of the Caribbean, they've sold out already their operations in Cayman and Turks and Caicos. They started the discussion with this group, but they immediately agreed to meet with us, and so we've been in earnest negotiations since May, and I'm very happy now to announce that we have already dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, and now we're at the point of now going to the National Assembly tomorrow to the House of Representatives to get approval for the purchase.
The Prime Minister is expected to announce how much the acquisition will cost tomorrow. But rumors are suggesting that the price tag is well over 250 million Belizean dollars. The PM isn't shutting down those rumors, but did state that it is a good deal.
If you allow me to answer that tomorrow, but this is how I'll put it to you. When the previous government acquired BTL, it was 35 times earnings, the purchase. Right. And at Fortis Belize, the dams, we're getting it at 6 times. So it's a way different than what we have here at BTL. So it is a good deal. It is going to be, I think, a solid investment for Belize and for Belizeans. So we are quite confident that what we're doing it's in the best interest of everybody, especially for our citizens. I must add that once we had the discussions with Fortis, then over the dam, then they said, well, they want to sell out BTL. BL, their shares at BL. As you know, the previous government signed a $62 million a put option that came into place in 2019. A put option for a little over 62 million US dollars for those shares. And in this note that they offered to sell, we've managed to have a good negotiations, and we got it down. Let's put it this way, more than 60% on that price.
While the government is excited about the prospects of owning Fortis Inc.'s electricity sector assets in the country, is hydroelectricity a dying business? Each year, the dams are producing less and less due to climate change, and with more droughts predicted in the near future. Is the business failing? Here is what the PM had to say.
I want to make the point that Fortis, the company, has changed its strategy. They are moving away from production to just distribution, to transmission and distribution, and that's what they've been selling out all of their plants in Canada, and at the same time they have decided to move out of the region. Just today they pointed out that their first investment out of Canada was Belize, and then they went to Grand Cayman and Turks and Caicos. They've sold out those operations lately, and also now their strategy was to exit Belize because of the change in strategy of the company. It has nothing to do with climate change or anything whatsoever. But like in everything, a meteorite can hit Belize. I mean, these things exist in business. You make your projections, and from the projections that we can see, we believe that it is a safe investment. And more importantly, it's important then for Belize to be able to be the true masters of their own destiny, of their energy. As it is right now, approximately about 78% of our energy is controlled by foreigners, about 50% from CFE, and then here we have now Fortis Belize providing about a third. So for us, our strategy is to be able to see how we can increase Belizean ownership in these very important national assets.
Belize Water Services Limited has submitted its 5-year business plan to the Public Utilities Commission, proposing a 20% increase in water rates effective April 2026. The company says the adjustment is necessary to meet operating expenses, repay debts, and finance national expansion projects. Over the next 5 years, BWS plans to invest 130 million Belizean dollars in sewer system upgrades, water expansion, meter replacement, and other infrastructure improvements. The proposal introduces a social customer block with lower rates for households consuming 600 gallons or less monthly, and reduces the number of tariff blocks from 8 to 5 for both residential and commercial users. The PUC will review the proposal and hold a public hearing on Friday, October 17, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Biltmore Plaza in Belize City. Written comments may be submitted by October 30th, 2025 via email to info@puc.bz or in person at the PUC office. The Commission is expected to issue its initial decision by November 14th, 2025, with a final ruling to follow within 15 days if no objections are raised. Following BWS's announcement, many Belizeans were up in arms regarding the news of an incoming price hike, but not the Prime Minister. According to the PM, while an increase is not something Belizeans want to hear about, water prices have not been increased since 2015.
With BWS, remember they have capital investments of about $130 million. They have been operating marginally profitable right now because they have not gotten a price increase since 2015. So, like everything, prices, as much as we don't want it to go, it is something that we have to face.
And while the Prime Minister was willing to speak about Fortis and BWS, he was reluctant to speak about BTL's possible acquisition of SpeedNet, a company that his relatives reportedly have shares in.
I think you need to talk to other people about that. I would not comment on that. I have nothing to do with that. And maybe you need to talk to Jaime. His number is 670-1234.
Sir, but he's your
Can,
brother.
can we have another question?
But sir, you're answerable. It's your family business.
I'm not going to go into a banter with you.
But you have to answer this because it's your family
business.
business.
No, I don't have to answer. Can we have another question?
We will be taking our first break for the evening and be back with more news, so stay tuned.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Drop it like it's hot.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
And we are back. 3 years after being convicted of a double murder, Jesse Mejia and Darwin Estuardo Prado have taken their case to the Court of Appeal. The duo were originally convicted in July 2022 for the double murder of Marlon Spain and Casey Lozano back in January 2018. In court today, the attorneys for the accused men, Orson O.J. Elrington for Mejia and attorney David McCoy for Prado, formally submitted their grounds of appeal. Mejia's attorney, O.J., argued that the overseeing trial judge erred in law and had improperly applied the Turnbull guideline for visual identification, resulting in a critical error. While McCoy shared Elrington's view on the matter, he also questioned how the trial concluded with a guilty plea and why the evidence presented was found credible by the judge. After hearing the arguments made by O.J. and McCoy, the three overseeing judges of the court decided to postpone their decision to a later date, yet to be announced. Following this case, we heard from Orson O.J. Elrington, the attorney representing Jesse Mejia.
I think that the prosecution did a very good job in putting forward their case, and us as the counsels for the defendants also put forward strong cases for this appeal. And this matter is primarily involved the issue of identification, and so it will be, and it is on a minute point, a very novel point in terms of the law, and therefore ultimately the judges will make the decision in this matter. We essentially had two grounds of appeal, and I appeared along with my learned friend Mr. McCoy, and what our grounds of appeal were essentially that the judgment was unreasonable, considering that it did not properly apply, we believe, the principles in Turnbull, which says that you have to be safe when you're identifying persons in criminal proceeding. You have to be absolutely safe that you have the right person, because even when you know somebody, you can mistake somebody for somebody else. All of us have experienced where why I see her somewhere. So that is essentially the principle expounded in that. And we also felt that the judge did not accurately or fully satisfy all of the elements that were required to convict them of murder. And so those were essentially the grounds that we relied on for the appeal today.
Nearly 4 years after the fatal stabbing of Emroy Tracy, Both accused men have now admitted guilt to manslaughter. Tariq Swazo entered his guilty plea for manslaughter in court today following his co-accused Gilroy Howard Thomas, who previously admitted guilt in July of this year. Thomas had received a 12-year sentence due to his early plea. The incident occurred in March 2022 during an altercation at the corner of Iguana and Curacao Streets in Belize City, where Tracy was fatally stabbed and before passing away at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital later that day. Tariq Swazo is expected to be sentenced on Friday, October 17th. Next week, Belize will be hosting the Regional Caribbean Wastewater Association's annual conference. The CWWA's conference is the largest gathering of water and sanitation professionals in the region and will host professionals who will share challenges and solutions to water issues affecting their countries. This will be the 34th annual conference and will be the first time that the conference will be held in Belize. Lauren Lucky, the executive director of CWWA, told us more.
On behalf of the Secretariat of the CWWA and the Board of Directors, we are really honored to be hosting it for the first time with our Belizean counterparts. This is the first time we are in Central America. This is the first time we're hosting with Belize. And Belize has been a long-standing member of the CWWA, and over the last few years we've been working really closely with the Belize Water Services Limited. So when the opportunity was presented to us to host in Belize, of course we were very excited and very happy to partner with the Belize government and BWSL to host this event. But one of the key things that we are focused on is promoting good governance, promoting sustainable development, and of course at the forefront, promoting capacity development and education in the sector. And our annual conference and exhibition is one of the main mechanisms through which we do this, because it is first and foremost the largest gathering of water and sanitation professionals in the region. It is also a great way to share ideas, to share challenges, to share stumbling blocks, and to share meaningful solutions with our counterparts in the sector so that we can promote continuing sustainable development in water, wastewater, and solid waste management.
The conference will be held in San Pedro and will boost a week-long experience with activities that persons can participate in.
For the period the 28th to the 24th of October, we have several special events happening within that week. For the Monday, which is the 28th, we will be having our opening ceremony at Sunset Carib. Thereafter, immediately after the opening ceremony, we'll be having a ribbon cutting ceremony for the exhibition hall. That is where our exhibitors will be showcasing their products and services. On the Tuesday of that week, we will be having our charity event, which is a 5K walk/run. The proceeds from that charity event will be sponsored to Hope Haven Children's Home. So I encourage people to participate, all delegates, exhibitors to participate in the charity event. Thereafter, we will be having the Tuesday we'll be having the cultural night on the beach side of Grand Carib. For the cultural night, we will be having food from Chef Sean Quilin. We'll be having entertainment from the Garifuna Collective, from Los Hijos del West. So we have a packed cultural night. So I invite people again, delegates, exhibitors, to come on out to the cultural night. On the Wednesday, we will be having the exhibition hall. The exhibition hall opens from the Tuesday to the Thursday. So I invite again for people to come out to join the exhibition. On the Thursday, we'll be having the closing ceremony, which we will also be issuing special awards for the closing ceremony. And on the Friday, we will be having technical tours. People will get to tour the Belize Water Services San Pedro RO plant. They will get the option to travel to Holchan Mary Reserve in the option 1 of the tour. Option 2 is a local tour at the brewery and Belize Water Services Double Run Water Treatment Plant.
Due to its rapid development, both natural and tourism-based, the island of San Pedro is in major need of upgrades to the water infrastructure, and BWS knows it. According to Rashid Castillo from the BWS, there are plans in the pipeline to upgrade the infrastructure on northern Ambergris Key, and they're hoping to get funding for the project at next week's conference.
San Pedro, unlike other islands, Kikaka, is a challenge because it's not just natural growth with population, but the tourism sector as well. For some time now, BWS has been on the forefront with a project designated for North Ambergris Key. Definitely we've seen over the years that development has improved on northern Ambergris. So we do have sewer services on southern San Pedro. So as we move towards northern San Pedro, we have a big project that will cover the entire Ambergris North, and this will include water and wastewater services. However, as we mentioned, sewer services are very expensive. And so we had done a detailed design some years ago for that area. Unfortunately, the costing of that project was a significant amount.
How much, rough?
Roughly back
40
then.
million?
Back then it was like 80 million US.
Back then, 80
Back
US.
then, right.
So right now that means
Right now,
150.
It's far beyond that. Roughly about 280 million. Right.
Okay.
So like Lorraine mentioned, that this part of this conference is bringing together IFIs, international funding agencies, right? And so one of the things that they look at is trying to fund these priority projects, right? So they would look at what projects we have in the pipeline and see how that they could get funding. Now, the important thing to note is that we know return on water and sewer investments are very long term, right? And so one of the things that they try to do is to try to get low or blending financing for us. Right, so one of the things, and BLS is in dialogue with the government of Belize to see how we could try to phase in this project that would help to assist the needs of northern San Pedro, as we know that the demand and will increase on that side. And like you said, we don't want to be in a position where we cannot meet that demand. And given the importance for the environmental sustainability of the keys as well is vital to Belize. So we're looking at a phased approach to try to get the funding to roll out this project. We know that the government is in process of doing a hospital on northern Ambergris as well as schools. So that definitely gives us a push in that direction to try to get this project on the go, to try to make sure that we meet the demand and needs of northern San Pedro. So it's very vital for us, and it's something that we're looking at in the short term.
We will be taking our last break for the evening and be back with more news, so stay tuned.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip it cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
This feeling inside is just something you can't explain. Thinking about everything that you have went through, right? Renting, you have children to feed and all those things.
1, 2, 3.
This is like a big relief, not only happiness, but something that we need to be grateful for, because a shelter have been given to you and your children. So all that worries, we put that to the side. So I am very happy and grateful.
This is a dream coming true, a promise being delivered, an opportunity for the most vulnerable population, and the best social program that you can give to the most vulnerable people, not only of Toledo East, but of the Leeds.
Everybody have an expectation because a man's supposed to do this, and this. So it's really challenging when you're by yourself and mobilizing, doing your business, focusing on the kids, carrying them to school, and then sometimes the money don't meet together to balance certain things. So the starter home is a big relief for me and my kids. And like what I tell you, I gotta give Miss Marissa and her team and Dr. Osman Martinez the thanks again for allowing me to get that opportunity to actually own and start a home.
This is Plan Belize 2.0 in action. This is the Briseño administration in action. And this is the Ministry of Infrastructure Development in action, one family at a time.
All right. On the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. It look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard, yes?
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV from a BL ad, you know.
Yes, man. They don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So that when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize. House by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
From power tools to plumbing supplies, paints to light fixtures, at Benny's Cayo, we've got it all. Our extensive range of construction and household products ensures that you'll find exactly what you need, whether you're a seasoned contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer. Visit us at Mile 43 George Price Highway, Cotton Tree Village, just outside Belmopan,
and discover the convenience, quality, and affordability that set us apart. Your next project starts here. Benny's, quality and savings.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. You can whip it cream, but Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world, Dano.
This feeling inside is just something you can't explain. Thinking about everything that you have went through, right? Renting, you have children to feed and all those things.
1, 2, 3.
This is like a big relief, not only happiness, but something that we need to be grateful for, because a shelter have been given to you and your children. So all that worries, we put that to the side. So I am very happy and grateful.
This is a dream coming true, a promise being delivered, an opportunity for the most vulnerable population, and the best social program that you can give to the most vulnerable people, not only of the Little East, but of the East.
Everybody have an expectation because a man's supposed to do this, and this. So it's really challenging when you are by yourself and mobilizing, doing your business, focusing on the kids, carrying them to school, and then sometimes the money don't meet together to balance certain things. So the starter home is a big relief for me and my kids. And like what I tell you, I gotta give Miss Marissa and her team and Dr. Osman Martinez the thanks again for allowing me to get that opportunity to actually own and start a home.
This is Plan Belize 2.0 in action. This is the Briseño administration in action. And this is the Ministry of Infrastructure Development in action, one family at a time.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
And we are back. Are Indigenous groups accessing higher learning education? That is the question that research groups from Mexico, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Belize are currently trying to answer as a part of an ongoing regional research paper. The research has been ongoing for a little bit over a year, and today the two leads from Belize's team held a presentation at the University of Belize where they presented their preliminary findings. Filiberto Penados, the team lead for Belize, spoke more about the importance of the research.
So we want to understand, so how are they participating? Are they participating, who and from where? And are they graduating? How long are they taking? So it's kind of understanding that. And then what are the factors that contribute to their participation? Right? If they do come, what is their experience like? And if they drop out, what are the reasons for dropping out? So trying to understand the nature of that participation. So part of it was kind of reviewing a little bit of the literature, finding out what is known about the subject, and then collecting data. So we collected data, and we're still collecting data. One, institutional data, right? So institutional data refers to data that higher education institutions, sixth form and universities collect about ethnicity in terms of their enrollments, in terms of their graduation. So they have that statistics. We were collecting that data from them. We weren't able to get from all of them, but we did get certainly from the University of Belize, which is the largest university and most representative. And then we conducted a survey as well of students to try to understand the factors that affect their participation. And we're in the process now of conducting focus group interviews. So this is more qualitative data where they can tell us their stories and they can elaborate more.
According to the preliminary findings, Garifuna Mills led the pack when it came to seeking out higher education. But after 2016, there was a sharp decline, followed by another decline in 2020 due to COVID-19. Linmar Rosado Lino, the assistant researcher, says that there also seems to be barriers that hinder Mayan groups, especially the Quechimaya, from accessing higher education.
The Garifuna group has led higher education for a long time, particularly very strong from 2000 to 2010, after which there was a strong drop. There was another deep drop around 2020, and we see that this particularly affected male Garifuna students. So those are important things to note for intervention purposes. On the other hand, for the Maya groups, the Quechí students, the Quechí group has been mostly hasn't quite had the access to higher education, or has had some barriers. We don't know exactly what the challenges are there that have been preventing their numbers, but their numbers are very low. And even when the numbers have increased slightly, for example, in 2016 we see an interesting increase in Quechí female participation, these numbers are still not significant enough to impact that group overall when we're looking at the total group in the country, especially those that are eligible to come to university versus the ones that we do already have in sixth form and university. So these differences highlight the importance of disaggregating and separating that data so that we have individual data for each group. So those are just some of the main findings so far.
The full findings of this research are expected to be completed by the middle of next year. Madam Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Valerie Woods, has finally completed her prescribed cancer treatment. This news comes directly from the National Assembly, which shared the uplifting progress Speaker Woods has made despite her previous cancer diagnosis. The Honorable Woods reportedly received treatment from the MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas, where she participated in a long-standing tradition of ringing the bell to mark the end of her prescribed cancer treatment. This tradition began in 1996 when a U.S. Navy Rear Admiral underwent radiation therapy at MD Anderson and had decided to celebrate the occasion by ringing a ship's bell to mark the end of his final treatment and the beginning of a new chapter in life. Following this tradition spread globally and has since become a cherished moment of celebration and closure for cancer patients. Before we go, our good news for tonight comes from Haggai 2, chapter 2, verses 6 to 7. This is what the Lord Almighty says. In a little while I will once more shake the heavens and the earth. the sea, and the dry land. I will shake all the nations, and what is desired by all nations will come, and I will fill this house with glory, says the Lord Almighty. And that's the news. Thank you for joining us from all of us here at Plus News. Have a good night and God bless. I am Navia Ramos.